Bonjour mes chers amis. Hello my dear friends. Thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to draw a picture to give as a gift to our moms or our grandmas or maybe our dads or a friend. If we want to make it for our moms, we can give it to them on Mother's Day, which is coming up this weekend. So you'll need a piece of paper. I've chosen a page that's purple, but you can use any paper you have, construction paper or cardboard or scrap paper or whatever. And a pencil or a pen or a marker and a gray crayon. We're going to start by tracing our hand. Ready? I'm going to find the middle of my page and put my hand down. Your hand is probably smaller than mine, so it will be more in the middle with more space around, which will work better for your message later. So I want to make sure my thumb is pointing towards the edge of my page and my fingers are pointing more down towards the bottom, but still with space in between each of them. So I'm kind of like making an L with my thumb and first finger, and the other fingers are pointing down. I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to push pretty hard and trace as close as I can to my fingers, just doing my best to stay close. If you go a little wonky, that's okay. I'm choosing to use a pencil right now instead of a marker so that I don't color all over myself, but if you do, just wash it off later. All right, now I can lift up my hand and I just need to connect this last bit. Awesome. Yours should look kind of like mine, maybe a bit smaller, maybe a bit different, that's okay. Now I'm going to turn my page upside down so my fingers are pointed towards me. And I'm going to turn this ordinary hand into an elephant. So I'm going to start with my thumb and I'm just going to draw some little lines. Again, I'm pushing pretty hard with my pencil, just making a nice wrinkly trunk. Then on the tip of each of my fingers, I'm just going to draw 3 little lines. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Making some big toes on our elephant. There we go. Above my trunk, kind of in this little area, the corner of my palm, I'm going to draw a dot for an eye. And underneath that, I'm just going to touch the edge and I'm going to make a curved line, maybe a tiny little line on the end to make a smile. There's our elephant face. Now we know that elephants have great big ears, so I'm going to start beside my eye. I'm going to move my pencil as if I'm going to draw a circle, but instead of a circle, I'm going to loop it in a little bit, back out a little bit, and up. You can practice that shape on a different piece of paper if it's tricky. Almost like a peanut shape, which is kind of funny because elephants do love to eat peanuts. There. Now on the opposite side of my hand from my trunk, I'm going to draw a curved line. Goes out a little bit and down. And on the tip of that, just some little lines. There. A tail. Excuse me. Now, I'm going to take my gray crayon and I'm going to color it in. So when I color something in and I'm doing my best, I like to trace it first. That helps me to stay in the lines a little bit better, but as long as we're doing our best, it doesn't really matter. Taking my time. Take your time, even if it takes a lot longer than me. Remember, I've been coloring for a long time. Got lots of practice. Tracing each finger. Our best work is not usually our fastest work. You may have heard that from your teachers before. And I've tried wanted to make my lines with my pencil pretty hard so that they would show through on this crayon. You could also, if you have paint at your house, you could paint your hand and then drop it on a paper and turn it into an elephant once it dries, maybe with a black marker. For now, we'll color it. It's good practice to color too, especially if we've been doing lots of screen time or video game time or something lately. All right, if you're not quite done coloring, that's okay. You can finish it up later. For now, we're going to write a message. So I chose an elephant today because elephants have very good memories. And I bet you've been creating some pretty good memories with your families lately. So we're going to write about those memories. You probably have lots of room around the top of your elephant to write your message kind of around it. I'm gonna try, but yours will probably have more space and look nicer. If you don't have room at the top, you can write it beside or underneath or wherever. You can write your message however you want. It's pretty long, so we're just gonna make sure we start near the top, either on the side or over top, so that we have room for the whole thing. All right, I'm gonna start with an I apostrophe, so a little line. L, I'll, finger space, never, N, E, V, E, R. So I'm kind of going on an angle so I can make like a rainbow of writing. I'll never forget. F, O, R, G, E, T. I'll never forget. Finger space. The, T, H, E, finger space, time, T, I, M, E. I'll never forget the time. And then maybe you'll write the rest of it under the bottom of the feet. I'll try to fit it in. The time, we, W-E. So now I'm on the bottom, going around. We spend, finger space, S-P-E-N-D, finger space, together, T-O-G-E-T-H-E-R. I'll never forget the time we spend together. Exclamation mark, that means we're really excited. Line and a dot. I'll show you one that I did earlier and wrote my message in French. On this one, I made my message on the side over here. So if you want to do it like that, that works too. It just depends how much space you have, how big your writing is. If you run out of space, maybe flip your paper over or write it on a different page or something. I'm sure whatever you create is going to be beautiful. If you have more room, we can write, I love you. I love, L-O-V-E. I made a finger space there, and another one here. You, Y-O-U. If you're making your card for mom, you could write, I love you, mom. And another exclamation mark. If you're making your card for dad, you could write, I love you, dad, D-A-D. If you're making your card for auntie, you could write A-U-N-T-I-E. If you're making your card for grandma, G-R-A-N-D-M-A. I love you, dad. I love you, auntie. I love you, grandma. We all have different beautiful families, and you might be making your card for somebody different. If you have room down here now, we're going to write from and then your name. So I'm kind of running out of space. I might move over to this corner. So you decide where you have more room. From, F-R-O-M. And I'm going to just make two little dots. From, my name is Madame Cher. M-M-E. S-C-H-E-R-R. I think I accidentally just switched to French on you. That's okay. From Madame Cher. Now you have a beautiful picture. If you want to make another one, or if you want to try again now that you know what to expect, just watch this video again with a new piece of paper. I'm sure they all look beautiful, and I'm sure your families are going to love them. I've also done this video en français, in French, if you'd like to listen to that one. It's on this page as well. I hope you had fun. Merci, mes chers amis. Thank you, my dear friends. Goodbye.